Okay, welcome back to another episode of Third and 23. I'm your host Alex, here to get into week 17 now of the NFL season. Um, you guys turned into my Saturday show yesterday. I let you guys know I would be. I'm sorry if you guys tuned in a few days ago for my Saturday show or for my Saturday picks. I let you guys know I'd be back on Sunday morning, but through some unforeseen events, I am actually going out of town for the holiday, so I'm leaving tomorrow morning early. I won't be able to do a Sunday morning. Was waiting on some injury news, so that kind of affected my picks. Also, I'm gonna call it right. I had a huge swing and a miss with the Bengals, so no reason to chase another high stakes play. I did have a high stakes play in for the Colts money line. I thought the Colts, as an underdog, I thought they'd go in Atlanta and win that game. Now no Michael Pittman, so I'm staying away from that game. I think that's gonna change the whole complexion of that game. I don't know which way that game is gonna go. So anyway, just gonna give you a couple of low stakes plays. If you guys did see the previous show, my two high stakes plays of the week were both Bengals and Bills. Bengals obviously is a huge whiff. Bills game's going on right now. We'll see how that one ends up. But low stakes plays first. We got Cleveland laying the 3. Is laying 3 at Houston. So a little different here. Let's take that off. A little different here. I'm gonna give you a little something to look at while I'm talking about the game. So on your left, you'll see the strengths. On the right, you'll see the weaknesses of each team, or at least on how I see it. And it's with regard to the matchup, but also could be regard to the season. So with the Browns, a couple of strengths that we're looking at is they've thrown for Flacco's come in. He's thrown for 300 plus the last 2 weeks, and I don't like Joe Flacco, but gotta give it to him. He has thrown for 300 plus the last 2 weeks. That would give some balance to their running game, which this was earlier in the season was a running team. But an issue what you see with the Browns running game is that running game has been fading lately. I think 4 of the last 5 games they haven't hit 100 yards rushing. So they're kind of looking more. I don't know if we're seeing that balance, and I don't know if you're going to see that balance against a Houston Texans team that is top 5 in the league in run defense. Now, if you're looking at the Texans side, what you got? You got no C.J. Stroud, no Tank Dell. Nico Collins has been questionable. This is what I was wanting to do it on Sunday morning because I don't know if he's going to play or not. From what I've read, he's leaning more towards probable. But how is he 100%? I don't think so. And he's going to have Case Keenum throwing the ball. Against this isn't the Titans with a bunch of backups on defense. This is the Browns and the number 1 ranked pass defense. Whole different kind of ball game. So I don't know what you're really going to get out of the Houston Texans passing game. They haven't really been able to run the ball all year. Yeah, you got a few moments of Devin Singletary, but I don't know if you're going to see Devin Singletary go off in this game against the Browns defense. They do have a weak run D, but I don't think Devin Singletary is the kind of back who can exploit that. So basically, you're looking at backup passing game for the Texans with a weak running game going against a very tough defense. And the Texans defense has been tough against the run, but they'll give it up through the air, and you're going against Joe Flacco, who's kind of hot. So that's kind of what you're looking at in this game. The spread is open as the Browns were a 2.5-point underdog. Now they're a 3-point favorite. That's obviously because of the C.J. Stroud news. So if we could, but because of that, because of those backups playing, and I know I went against the Texans last week, and the Titans had it, and they let it go, right? And we had that win, and the Titans choked that one away. Yet again, I'm gonna go ahead and go. I'm gonna go Browns. I'm gonna go Browns, and I'm gonna lay the 3. I think that their defense is a whole different animal than what the Titans have, and I think Case Keenum, who should have had a couple picks last week, he might have a couple picks this week. I don't think he's ready for this kind of defense he's going to see in this game. And I think that's ultimately going to be the deciding factor in this one. I think you'll see Flacco continue to move the ball with the passing game, to continue to have some success throwing downfield in that one to Njoku and Amari Cooper. Next up, let's talk Cardinals at the Bears. Bears currently a 4-point favorite. This has kind of just been bouncing up and down. This from what I've been seeing this week as I keep monitoring. It's been bouncing up from 4.5 to 4 and back up and so forth. I caught it at 4. When you're looking at the Cardinals. So I always go by my power rankings. I have the Cardinals as the third worst team in the NFL, right? They've been a little better with Kyler Murray. You know, Kyler, he's not a bad quarterback, and he adds to their elite running game. James Conner, people probably don't realize because they're such a bad team, but James Conner's having a really good year, despite the fact that he has missed some time. James Conner's really good running back. Kyler Murray's going to adds a running dimension there, right? But he's going against, well, what are these guys going against? They're going against the number one ranked run defense in the league. You know, what's going to give in this game, right? Are you going to see a Cardinals elite running game be able to push around a Bears run defense, or are you going to see a Bears run defense that's been pretty much a brick wall this year, really shut down this running game? I think you're going to see the Bears shut these guys down. I think your Kyler's going to be forced to kind of get outside and make plays, like off-script plays. And guess what? Hollywood Brown isn't playing in this game, so now who's he throwing to? Maybe Greg Dortch is playing. We don't know yet. You got Rondale Moore, but I mean, Rondale Moore might be good for one big play, but he's going to take over a game. I don't think so. So you're looking at a Cardinals offense that's going to be kind of stymied, I guess you could say. And their defense has been awful all year, right? It's tissue soft all year, toilet paper soft. And they're going against the Bears' own elite running game. You got Justin Fields going to add a running dimension to already a group of backs. I really hope we see Roschon Johnson get a few more carries. I think he's probably the best running back in that room. Coaches, sometimes they don't make these decisions that I feel like they should make when it comes to player personnel. But Roschon Johnson is a guy who I think if you give him the rock in this game, he can really kind of take over. The passing game is DJ or bust, so that's a weakness for the Bears, right? But I think DJ, this is a bad defense he's going against. This is a game Justin Fields can make some off-script plays if he has to, which I don't think he will have to, but he can make some off-script plays, and he'll find DJ Moore downfield. Cole Kmet, Darnell Mooney, these guys got suspect hands, but they are capable of making some big plays as well, right? So, yeah, the Bears gave up almost 400 yards last game to Joe Flacco, and a lot of that was in the fourth quarter, and Flacco was just gunning. It didn't make any sense. I mean, passes were going over guys' heads all, that whole fourth quarter. I think that's a blip on the Bears' defense's radar this season. I think the Bears' defense is very good. I think they're going to shut down Kyler Murray. I think Justin Fields is going to definitely outduel him, as he's going to have a much easier time against a very weak Cardinals defense. And I like the Bears in this game to cover the 4. So that is going to wrap it up. I'm going to update that NFL ATS record on my recap video when I get back. Which I should be back Wednesday, and I should have a recap video out there. And I might have a couple other videos out pertaining to college as well, so look out for those. But if you like the content, like, follow, subscribe. Sorry I got the whiff on the Bengals game. That was a bad whiff. I usually don't whiff that bad, but I didn't see the Jake Browning collapse coming. I guess now he plays on what I said he was when he first came out. Now he's gonna play like that. But anyways, if you like the content, please like, follow, subscribe. You are going to see my YouTube handle here in a few seconds. Take care.